Hello students, today we will see the topic hybrid inheritance in C++. Hybrid inheritance. Hybrid inheritance is mainly the combination of more than one type of inheritance, which is the legal combination of any type of inheritance. So in this example you can see there is combination of hierarchical inheritance and multiple inheritance. Here class F is base class for class B and class E. If we will see this class F, B and E, then we can see that it is forming the concept of hierarchical inheritance, as in previous last class we have seen same way. So if we will just neglect or don't look at this class G, then this structure we have seen in hierarchical inheritance. Okay, so here class B and E is derived class and class F is base class. So B and E class can inherit the property from class F. So this is what used to happen in our hierarchical inheritance. Okay, so now next is multiple inheritance. In this diagram, first of all, remember what is multiple inheritance, where there is more than one base class and derived class can inherit the properties from the more than one base classes. So here in this diagram we can see class F and class G is acting as base class for class E. So for now we are seeing that how multiple inheritance work. So now let's see this part. Here F is the base class and G is also base class, that is more than one base class and only one derived class. So this class E can inherit the properties from F and also inherit the properties from G, and this concept we have seen in multiple inheritance. So in this diagram we can understand that it is combination of more than one inheritance. Okay, so when there will be in a program we can see the format where there is more than one inheritance, combination of more than one, then it is hybrid inheritance. Okay, so let's see one example now. So in this example we can see that student is our base class and maths is derived from student and science is also derived from student class. So student is base class for class maths and class science. So maths and science are two derived classes, and if we will see this structure, then this structure is forming just now we have seen what it was when there is one common base class and more than one derived class, then it is the pattern for hierarchical inheritance. And further we can see that from science class again one class is derived, that is physics. So if we will see this three classes here, which is student, science and then physics, this pattern where we have seen, this was the pattern in multi-level inheritance, where the base class student is there, then one new derived class is formed from base class student, that is science, and again from this derived class only one more derived class is made, that is physics. So this was the concept in multi-level. So now we are going to see this pattern in a program. So what we will need to do, first we will create base class student, then we will derive class maths, and then derive class science, and from this science we will derive one class physics. So for physics, science will act as base class, and physics can inherit the properties of science, and because science is inheriting the properties of students, so it can inherit all. Okay, so let's see in the program now. Now let's see this example of hybrid inheritance. In previous video lecture, we have seen hierarchical inheritance. So go through the program once, because I am using the same program, just we will add the concept of hybrid in it. So this is the same program, just we will add one new class. So in the format just now in the example we have seen, here is one class student, and from this common class student we have derived two classes. Okay, so from student only we have derived, see this is the class student where we have taken the name, roll number, enter, display. So this to display the details of name and roll number by taking it from the user, and here this class is closed, and after closing this class we have created one class science. So this class science, you can see class science colon and then public and student, that means this science have been derived from class student. So this is one derived class in which we have taken the marks of science from the user and again displayed it using print function. Inside print function we have written this coding, and we have closed this class science, and again one more derived class, that is maths, class maths colon, and using student only, this base class student is for maths also. So science is also being derived from class student and this maths also. So now this all are forming a pattern of hierarchical, where student is base class and two derived classes are there, more than one derived class. Okay, so this is what in this program we can see the pattern of hierarchical, and here again we are taking math, this is math, okay, variable data member math, to take this value for maths marks, and this maths is our class name, S is added. Okay, so it is different, math is our data member and maths is our class name, and again we have taken the marks from the user and this is closed, and for this we are using prints function. Here we have used print, and this is in this class math we have used prints. Okay, so here again it is closed, and now we have seen one pattern that was hierarchical, but now we can see again one more class is created, physics, which is inheriting the property of base class science. So now this two, if we will see, then it will show you the concept of single inheritance, where one base class and one derived class, but here one more, this science was derived from student. We can see the coding, this science class science, this was student, and science class, here it is maths and then science, this class science was derived from student. So it is forming a line like level. For student we have derived science, and from science again we have derived physics. Okay, so physics is derived class, and from this science, and science is also derived class which we have taken from student. Okay, so now this is forming multi-level inheritance. So in the same program we can see how this two inheritance is combined, and now we know the concept of inheritance. We can access the members using one object only. If the derived class object we will make, we can access or call the functions, member functions of all the base classes which it has. Okay, so that's why we generally, in previous program also we have seen, we have not made the object for our base class, we have made for derived class, because using derived we were able to access, we can call the members using object. Okay, so in physics also we have done the same. We have taken a data member phy and member function pri. So we, in this function we are taking enter your physics marks. We are asking user to enter physics marks, and then using keyboard they will enter the physics marks. So that will be stored in phy. Okay, and then again we are displaying, we have to display the physics marks. So we have to change here physics. Physics marks. Okay, so this is how our classes are there. So in particular program we can see how many classes we have used, how they are linked to each other by inheritance concept, and this is closed over here. So now we will call them. So in main function, first we will clear the screen and then we will make the object. So we are not making the object for base class, okay, that is student. However, if for science also we will not make, then it will be fine if we will make the object for physics, because physics can inherit the property from science also, and from science can inherit from student. So it can access all the member function of the base class. Physics can. So but we have used the three objects. Okay, so just keep in mind the entry, the object using which we have called the enter function, we have to use the same object for display also, because in the same object values are being stored for the data members. So same object we have to use so that we can get the same value. So using S, we have created the objects science S. So S is object for class science, P is object for class physics, and M is for maths. So this we have done already in previous video also. So this way we will call, and just we have added new. Using S we have called print because it was in science, this print function. Okay, and then the M, maths class was having prints function, so we have m dot prints. And now we have added new class, that was physics. So for physics we have object P, so using P we are calling its member function. So in pre we have kept the coding for enter the physics marks. Now this will be also executed, added. So now we will get the marks for math, science, and separately for physics also. Okay, so in same way we would have added for chemistry, biology, we can add more, but just to understand the simple format of hybrid we have seen in this program, we have two inheritance, that is hierarchical and multi-level. So that this is the program. Now let's see. The sequence should be, first we will enter the values roll number. Enter function was having codings for taking the values of roll and name, and again that will display, so it will be displayed. And after that print is there. In print we have kept the coding for, you can see here in print we have the coding for science. And after executing this section we have called second, which is prints. Okay, and this is the member of class maths. So using m dot object we will call this, and this will be executed, will take the maths marks. And again finally using p dot pre, this will be called, and from this open to close, this body will be executed. So in this, what coding we have, enter the physics marks, then we will receive it from the keyboard by the user, and then we will display the same. Let's see, run, compile it, success, and run it. See the sequence, enter your name and roll number. So first we will write the name, so Seema, and then the roll number, let it be 33, and display is called now. In display, check your, again E is missing, sorry, enter details and Seema and 33. So it's the same as the enter details, it is correct. And then enter your science marks. So this is the function is called from class science. Okay, now we will take this and enter. So science marks is 55, entered correctly, and again enter your maths marks. Okay, and then enter your physics marks. So this was it. Now our execution is done. So this was the example for hybrid inheritance. Hope you all understood.
This is the output screen being shared, and this I've received from you all. And in this program we can see this is following the pattern for hierarchical inheritance, which I have asked you to make in last video lecture. And in this, employee details is being entered, and using display function it will be displayed, and further the salary of user is being asked, and then grade is shown for that particular employee. So following the format of hierarchical. So well done, good job. Thank you. So as we did today the topic of hybrid inheritance, so try to make one program based on it, and you have been doing it. So all of you try to make the program, just go through the format carefully, and everybody try to make it. So thank you, God bless you all.